Welcome, everyone, to this critical PSHE video. Today, we're going to talk about a dangerous trend that's affecting some teenagers. We'll explore why teenagers try solvent abuse, including glue, various gas aerosols or solvents, and nitrous oxide, or as some call it, laughing gas. On the street, this is called chroming, also known as huffing, sniffing, or bagging. But first, we would like to show you how nitrous oxide has ruined the lives of one girl and one boy. Unfortunately, the laughing has stopped for both of them.
Laughing gas, those small silver capsules you often see discarded on pavements and in parks, is one of the most widely used recreational drugs among young people here in the UK. Now canisters up to 80 times the regular size are being sold on social media. A government-commissioned review is assessing whether tougher laws are needed. Cash Jones has been to meet one woman whose intake of the drug caused her severe harm.
Nitrous oxide, also known as NOS, balloons or laughing gas, is one of the most widely used drugs by young people in the UK. And now, a more dangerous version is rising in popularity. Smaller silver canisters holding around 8 grams of nitrous oxide
are being swapped to a supersized version which holds around 80 times the size.
Supersized versions are riskier, experts say, because they can lead to people using higher quantities.
With the larger canisters, people don't know how much gas is in there, so it could be that we see an increase in the number of these more serious cases.
Kerry-Ann knows the risk of nitrous oxide all too well. She used the larger canisters, but only sparingly.
I did try them, but they wasn't for me because it was just that I want to know how much I'm doing. I want to see how much I'm doing.
For her, it was prolonged use of the smaller canisters that had life-changing effects.
Maybe in a week I would do about 600 canisters. For the next week I wouldn't be able to do nothing. I'd be sleeping 12 plus hours, I'd be vomiting, I'd be having sweats, I wouldn't eat, I couldn't drink water.
It led to Kerry-Ann being hospitalised.
And I just couldn't walk, I couldn't use my hands.
She currently has no sensation in her legs.
I can't do nothing for myself at the moment. I can't, it's not like I can get up and walk out my house, which is why I have my dad. Obviously I have to use a commode. So when he changes that and he does literally everything for me.
Demand for supersized canisters is often driven by social media. This man began selling them online during the pandemic.
And how easy was it to find customers through social media?
A walk in the park. It's the word of mouth. I had people running it 24/7.
So that you know the actual effects it could have on the body. So how can you still justify selling it to them?
It's dangerous. I don't think people should do it, but as long as they do, I'm going to sell it.
Selling NOS for its psychoactive use is against the law, but possession of a larger canister isn't illegal. Kerry-Ann has used her experience to warn others of the dangers of NOS, posting videos on TikTok.
I posted the first video and that video kind of just went viral. Since I've spoken out, I've had so many messages from people asking me for advice. I just want to help others.
Bad choices stare back at Musa every day. A nitrous oxide habit has left him unable to walk.
Oh, it's stupid. If you want to disable yourself, carry on.
Even 12-year-olds are misusing this drug, which is meant for pain relief in hospitals. Abusing it over time can lead to life-changing injuries.
I started taking them daily because of stress, which was obviously the dumbest thing I could do. I was just taking them, and then in the middle of the night I go to the toilet. I got up and just fell on my face. I couldn't get up.
You got it.
Musa spends most of his day in bed. His body shakes, his vision is blurred.
That better?
And he's lost feeling in his fingers and toes.
You won't know until it's too late. It makes you a crackhead. Makes you a bit of a junkie. I didn't picture me being like this at 20 years old. Definitely not. Don't know how I'd live if the outcome is I can't walk again properly. I don't know how I'd react to that. I swear to God.
And this was Musa's stomping ground. Luminous and luring corner shops. An odd place, one might think, to find nitrous oxide.
We're in Birmingham to see for ourselves how easy it is to get hold of nitrous oxide. We've been given a list of names of shops where we're told you can get the canisters, no questions asked.
Let's see. It's not illegal to sell nitrous oxide to anyone over 18, but it is to supply it for recreational use. Our producer is wearing a hidden camera.
Yes, which one? Big one.
Yeah.
Which one?
How much?
50 pounds.
How much?
50.
30.
Yes.
Okay.
None of the shops check his age, nor do they ask what it's for.
Do you have a bag?
Yeah, I've got a
I
bag.
put it in your bag.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Oh, sorry.
Okay, brother, come.
Here, he's taken to a room at the back.
Is it in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch how the canister is bagged up for him.
Yeah, that's fine.
And look at what the shopkeeper does next. He gives us balloons.
Can I have my change?
You want balloon with it? So
It's fine.
you don't want it?
And in another shop,
You want this or not?
like getting cutlery with a takeaway. All but one of the stores we went into simply handed over these canisters, and even though they didn't ask our producer any questions, they also handed over the balloons used to inhale the gas from these. It's not illegal to inhale, but ministers are calling for tighter controls. That could see more prosecutions, more fines, and tougher prison sentences.
What we don't want to be doing is criminalising users. I don't see how that helps the problem. That's going to drive it underground. I think much tighter action needs to be on the supply chain. This stuff should be sold business to business. It shouldn't be sold in corner shops. Push up against my hand.
Dr. Nichols says he's seeing more and more patients like Musa. He calls it a bigger problem than cocaine.
Seeing young people with completely avoidable, preventable neurological disability is far from a joke. It's really upsetting. And just put your arms up like that for us. Spread your fingers.
This month, the government is set to start consultation on the sale and use of nitrous oxide. Even by the time they do, Musa's doctors say it's unlikely he'll be walking again. Sadia Chowdhury, Sky News.
The first question is, why try solvents in the first place? Research has shown the most common reason is peer pressure. The influence or persuasion of so-called friends or other members of your group who are experimenting with inhalants and inhaling dangerous, addictive poisons into your body. It could be the last thing you want to do, inhaling hazardous chemicals into your lungs, but you may feel pressured that you will be excluded from your group of friends if you don't try and conform. Of course, there are other reasons, curiosity or simply boredom. You may have seen other people using solvents, nitrous oxide or laughing gas, and you want to see what it's like. Unfortunately, it's not like trying a new type of burger from McDonald's. The chemicals and gases you inhale are proven extremely dangerous to the point of lung damage, brain damage, or becoming disabled. These effects will last for the rest of your life and dramatically impact your future happiness and quality of life. The chemicals and gases you inhale are proven extremely dangerous to the point of lung damage, brain damage, or becoming disabled. These effects will last for the rest of your life and dramatically impact your future happiness and quality of life. In England, 2.4% of 11 to 15-year-olds used glue, gas, aerosols, or solvents in 2021, and 1.8% used nitrous oxide. There were 38 deaths associated with volatile substances in the UK in 2020, 24 in England, 1 in Wales, 8 in Scotland, and 5 in Northern Ireland. Do you really want to risk becoming another statistic? Of course, the final decision to try or use solvents or nitrous oxide or laughing gas will always be yours to make. This video can only make you more aware of the dangers. Here is a selection of what you can do to your own body and the devastating consequences on your health. Here are some of the risks. Brain damage. Inhaling these chemicals can harm your brain, leading to memory problems, poor decision-making, and even permanent damage. Respiratory issues. It can damage your lungs, leading to coughing, wheezing, and lung injuries. Heart problems can cause heart issues, leading to palpitations and heart attacks. Liver and kidney damage. some chemicals can harm your vital organs. Loss of consciousness, you could pass out, putting yourself in dangerous situations. Addiction, repeated use can lead to addiction, making quitting hard. If you think these weren't bad enough, it gets worse. Using solvents and nitrous oxide or laughing gas can lead to immediate and sudden danger. You risk being a victim of sudden sniffing death syndrome. The NHS and paramedics call this SSDS. It can stop your heart suddenly and can happen the first time you try it. Asphyxiation, inhaling from bags or containers can cause oxygen deprivation, leading to suffocation. Accidents, while high, you're more likely to get into accidents, harming yourself and others. There is even more bad news if, at times, you feel depressed or suffer from anxiety. It can worsen these conditions or even trigger them. Psychosis, some teenagers experience hallucinations or lose touch with reality. Risky behavior, being high can lead to dangerous decisions you'll later regret. Remember, superpowers belong in the movies. Now, let's talk about how to protect yourself and your friends. 1. Education. You have heard the saying, knowledge is power. Share this video and information with your friends. Please do not succumb to peer pressure, it's just not worth the risk. You can always make new friends but never get your health back. 2. Peer support. If you suspect a friend is using solvents, talk to them and encourage them to seek help. 3. Trusted adults. Don't be afraid to contact trusted adults, like parents or teachers, if you or a friend needs help. 4. Healthy alternatives. Encourage healthy activities and hobbies as an alternative to solvent and drug use. 5. Professional help. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, seek professional help. There are people who care and can provide support. In conclusion, solvent abuse is a dangerous trend with severe and even fatal consequences. Your happiness, health, and well-being are too valuable to risk at this early stage of your life. Don't face the rest of your life as an addict. Remember, you can make safe choices and help your friends do the same. Let's look out for each other and stay safe. If you are unsure about the information or facts raised, rewind the video or discuss them with your teacher. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe.